Hey YouTube, this is Driz. This is the day after the Indianapolis Regional. I came back with a decent amount of interviews, but I was only able to interview most of the people I knew because I didn't have enough random people come up to me. I don't have enough subscribers. I'm not popular enough, I guess. So you should help me fix that, YouTube. Subscribe to me. Yeah, so you can be interviewed and stuff. But I got a decent amount of interviews from people I knew. I did get one random person, but I knew mostly everybody else. So the intro and everything is gonna follow this. This is a video on a couple interviews I did to see what Konami can do to keep the format fresh, whether it's with the next ban list or future cards they create. So enjoy. Hey YouTube, this is Driz here. I'm going to just start doing my interviews to see what's going to keep the format fresh. When Konami's making future sets, especially for like the next ban list, that kind of stuff. Because people seem to like this format, but again, if the format stays the same too long, it's going to get stale. So I'm going to start my interview process now. First interview is Raven Nevermore 987, better known to all of us as John Doyle. So Doyle, what do you think that Konami can do to keep this format, or just to keep the game fresh in general?
I believe that they should do more research in the R&D department, as well as predict and start playtesting how to stop OTKs, such as Formula Synchron and Fish OTK deck.
Okay, so Konami can keep the game fresh by getting rid of fish in it. That's very intelligent.
I didn't sell that, and he's like,
yeah, that's right. I went there.
Well, not only that, but
you want to trade them some stuff for it? You want to see it rid of
stop the possibility of releasing cards that are ridiculously, not stop releasing good cards, but stop releasing cards that are so good that you can abuse them in a way that makes the game ridiculous. Such as Fish OTK, when you start, say, if I discard one card and it gives me the game, because that's what you essentially do. You summon Colicat, you discard one card, you summon Oystermeister in the fish board, you synchro 2, and you gain a +1 off the Formula Synchrons, plus tokens to synchro into more things. So it's just a ridiculous thing. They should have done more research on it, as well as predict how people would react to prices in the third-party market, such as the jumping gateway of the Six Samurai. I had 6 of that card, and I valued them at maybe 7, maybe. And then I heard they were 30, and I about shit a brick. Several.
I believe that's allowed on YouTube. We'll check that.
I can say shit or brick.
Okay, he can say that. I just researched it. Alright, so Konami needs to do more research, stop OTKs, and make more balanced cards. Heard it from John Doyle. Next interview coming up. You're good.
What Konami can pretty much do for the next ban list is do something to Six Samurai, so that way they're not too broke when they come out in February. Limit gateway to 1 or 2.
So that would introduce a new deck type into the meta?
Yes.
But not get rid of it completely?
Not, like don't ban or touch any of the new stuff. Let them make their money for a few months, and then come September, ban whatever legendary Six Samurai stuff that they want. Bring back a lot more cards, bring back Heavy Storm, so we have a lot more spell and trap removal if they're going to be playing 3 gateways. Bring back some other new stuff like Chaos Emperor, which that'll never happen.
Okay, so if you haven't figured out, the Skylark's really fast formats probably.
Bring something back to 2, like put Gores at 2, if we're going to have all this fast swarm stuff.
So you want them to keep it fresh by making it a faster format?
Slow it down a little. At least slow it down a whole lot. Not like what they did with X-Sabers, to where it's just double gold start, 2 turns later, cold wave, rescue cat, and you can't really recover from that, Slow it down a little bit with the X-Sabers. Give us at least 2 gateways, and, put Grandmaster to 1 or 2. Slow it down.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Fresher format. be a little bit more speed, kind of, a little bit more removal, so games don't last as long, kind of. All right, that was David Mann. I don't know what your YouTube name is because I didn't write it down, but you can message me.
I will message you, sir.
Tell me that.
Honestly, I feel like they should most definitely get rid of Cold Wave. Cold Wave is ridiculous right now. They shouldn't touch Bottom Everest. That card should stay at 3. I feel like that card goes in every deck. Should be in every deck anyway. And it makes decks viable that shouldn't be viable. I also think that Debris Dragon should probably go to 2, if not 1. Because that card's pretty ridiculous. And it's splashed in 20 decks. Gateway needs to go to 1 immediately. That deck is going to be ridiculous. Heavy Storm shouldn't come back. Heavy Storm comes back, then the game is really going to go back into the stale game that it used to be, where nobody had to play the game. You just have to Heavy Storm and play guys and attack. But aside from that, I feel like the game is really nice where it's at.
So basically, keep the game the same while
dealing with certain problems.
Yeah, making some decks a little less powerful.
Right. I should not be able to Cold Wave you, completely nuke your board, and have board presence even after that. That shouldn't happen. That's kind of ridiculous. And there's a lot of decks that can do that with Cold Wave. So I would definitely say get rid of that card. Back rows are something that you actually just play around. You have to play the game, and people don't know how to do that right now. I guess it's something I did today. So,
all right,
that's pretty much it.
Top this regional here in Indy. Scuba Steve for the win.
Okay, what I think should happen is auto duality should be at 2. Some of the black wings should be limited down some more. The Gravekeepers, they need to do something about that. The Gravekeepers are just too horrible. And they should put Judgment Dragon at 1. That's about it.
Alright, so basically the game's fine like it is, but just lower some power cards.
Yeah, lower some power cards.
Alright, this guy. Hi everybody. The best part about the game right now is that there's so much diversity. The way they can keep this going is by not creating such overly broken cards that they have to end up countering those broken cards with other broken cards. The only problem card in the format right now is Cold Wave. If they can get rid of that and they can hit the 6 Sam stuff that's coming out, and it'd be a perfect format. And that's what Konami can do to make things perfect. There you have it. Maddie's Daddy 12.
What the hell was that?
Saying what the hell is that from my camera? Go.
Why don't you ask him a question? Some more. What can they do to keep the format fresh, right?
Yes.
They can.
I really think the biggest thing is right now we're so open that they think, hey, they can play so many different decks. Let's throw some new archetypes. Let's throw Dragunities in the mix. Let's throw Fables in the mix. Let's throw Kakaraka, whatever the hell the little
I agree. That's what I call it. I don't know. No, Kakaraka.
I say screw that stuff. Give me some new Blackwing stuff. Not Northern Light crap, but give me some stuff I can use. You know what I'm saying? Give me some stuff that I can tech into something like that. Give me some new stun stuff. Give me some stuff to build on what we've already got. I'm not worried about getting some kind of new Machnia thing. You know, it's the same stuff with just a different name.
Yeah.
There's no reason to give me 6 Sams that do stuff when they change positions instead of when they got extra cards on the field. It sounds dumb. Just give me stuff to improve what we've already got. Don't break it. I mean, don't give me another freaking Dark Arm Dragon, another Judgment Dragon. We don't need that.
6 Samurai FTK.
Yeah, no more 6 Sam FTK. I mean, let's think about this stuff before we just start shoving it out there and ruining the format for 2 weeks. I just really think you need to, in order to keep the formats fresh, let's not worry about next format. Let's worry about all the formats. Let's Konami get your stuff together, get some kind of like a player crew in there, so that way you guys have like people that are testing out these cards before you just shove them down our throats, and we get some quality out of the cards instead of just quantity. I think you do something like that, you keep the formats fresh every new format and not just this next one.
So keep formats fresh by improving old styles. Today's day 12. I let him have like 204. Twice as much I let everybody else. Go.
Like my Hobbit friend said, all these archetypes that keep coming out, they are just not doing anything but making the game a whole lot more complicated. And it's basically just a bunch of cards with different names doing the same exact thing, and there's no point to it. Like what happened to Chaos? What happened to Beatdown? Beatdown used to be number 1. Why not bring something to support that a little bit back? You know what I mean? Like, why not, I don't know, spice things up? Why not make some cards, like, not even necessarily a new archetype, just something that does something completely different from everything we've already had, instead of building Honest and then Colute and then whatever's coming out for 6 Samurais. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that? Now we have Battle Fader and Gores. Like, what's the point of all these cards doing the same thing? Like, it's just pointless.
Alright, so keep things fresh by not making the same crap all the time.
Let's not be repetitive, Konami.
So what do I think Konami can do to keep the format and game fresh? They can keep skill in the game is what they can do. This format, by all accounts, is one of the better formats ever to hit the game. By somebody, I mean one of my friends that was playing it, and a bunch of people say it's a great format. There's so much skill in the game now because there's no storm. Because you have to deal with back rows and learn how to play around them. So Cold Wave should go to even improve upon that point. And they can keep the variety of decks. I mean, there's a bunch of good decks right now. Not all of them are top tier though. Right now, Gravekeepers and Plant Synchro are 1-2 in my opinion right now. That's what I've been seeing at regionals. So just try to even things out a little bit more, but don't nerf a deck. Make X-Sabers not as broken. I don't know what they can do, but just Fall Troll's so broken, and X-Sabers are really the only deck that can just flat out OTK you. Pretty much every other deck takes like some skill, thought, you know, just you have to think through all your plays and everything. So, you know, just keep skill in the game. Just keep no storm, no cold wave. Back rows are a part of the game, like somebody else said. So keep the game skilled and the game will stay fresh. Whether there's, I mean, there needs to be like 5 different decks in the format. I could deal with 1 or 2, but I really want 5 decks in a skillful format. The game will not be stale if they do that. But at the same time, don't make a bunch of new archetypes. Improve old stuff, make them better. Quit making thousands of different cards and stuff. Just improve old stuff. That will make the game better. I mean, rotate them out every now and then, because I mean that will get stale. But it's just stupid to make the same card over and over and over again, like somebody else said. Just, you know, just make the game skillful and people will play it a lot more than if the game is just a lot of random OTK nonsense. So that's my opinion. So you've heard everybody else's and now mine. So that's what Konami can do to keep the game fresh, with either with the next ban list or just throughout the remainder of the game. So I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff every time I go to regionals probably. Well, maybe not every time. So really guys, hit me up for interviews and stuff. I want to know your opinions. I want to know opinions from different areas, so I can see if everybody's got like the same grasp of the format, if the meta's the same in every format or every place. So anyway guys, I'll be doing this again next time I go to regionals, maybe, depending on if I get a good idea. So yeah, hit me up, subscribe, comment down below. Driz out.